Chapter 9, My Life Starter. Think, are you a leader? Discuss with your talking partner to list at least 10 qualities of person who can lead others towards better life. With the help of partners in the world, search below, find 10 words and phrases that describe the qualities of an inspiring leader, said and using light colored crayons. Look at yours. Okay, हम स्टार्ट करते हैं हमारा चैप्टर. वी आर ऑल फेमिलियर विद द 11th प्रेसिडेंट ऑफ इंडिया. हमारे 11वें प्रेसिडेंट थे APJ अब्दुल कलाम. नाउ लेट्स रीड एन एक्सपेक्ट फ्रॉम हिज ऑटोबायोग्राफिक विच आफ्टर्स एज ग्लिम्प्स इनटू द his childhood. Wakam Ayya, I have a good news for you. It was a mathematics teacher from class 4 and he was standing just outside the house and calling out to my father. He looked quite excited. We all rushed out to greet him and invite him inside. My father offered him a seat and then looked on expectantly about come up here to me and my back nodded to me. I was standing with all the other children peeping from behind my elder brothers. I come up shyly to him. He pulled me does affectionately, then turned to my father and said, Abdul has scored full marks in a mathematics in exams, and not only in a mathematics but in a science as well. Mathematics और science दोनों में ही अच्छे मार्क्स थे अब्दुल के. एंड ही हैज़ डन वेरी वेल इंग्लिश एंड तमिल टू. इंग्लिश और तमिल भी अब्दुल का बहुत अच्छा था. वी टीचर एज अ वेरी प्राउड ऑफ हिम. उनके टीचर्स उन पर बहुत प्राउड फील करती थी. वी आर सो प्लेजेड टू हियर this result, but I was even more pleased because my teachers and had taken the trouble to come all the way to my house to tell about this. He had inserted his work at the school, and then instead of hurrying back home he had come here to share his pride and happiness with my family. Our school was small, but it had many such teachers like him that they took us with love and care and felt the same joy in our achievements as we did. That evening my mother made a special पोली. उस दिन मेरी मम्मी ने बहुत मतलब खाने के लिए पोली बनाई थी. अ फ्लैट चपाटी से स्वीट. फ्लैट चपाटी होती है और खाने में टेस्ट स्वीट होता है. टू सेलिब्रेट वी ऑल लवर्ड पोलीज एंड मैनी हेल्पिंग टिल वी आर टोल्ड वी हैड इनोग एंड सेंट ऑफ टू बेड इन केस वी गॉट tummy axis. As a child, my started very early. It began with my mother gently shaking me away very early in the morning before sunrise. Abdul, wake up, Kana. She would called. Affectionately, I got up, wiping the sleep from my eyes. I had two places to go to before school. One was the Arabic tuition class that all of us attended. There we learned to read the Quran. After it was over, I went to my mathematics teacher's house. He took a special class for students who showed promise in the subject. I have always loved learning about numbers and their rules are patterns, additions and subtractions and multiplications and all the other basic functions. I had learned it very quickly. मैंने जल्दी जल्दी समझ लिया. Now I was raring and to know about more complex problem. My teacher had started the class for student just like me, and I enjoyed going there and grappling with number problems in the early hours of the day. I ran back home once the class was over. My mother would always have to have a hot meal ready. We all ate our fill in our school. Children did not carry tiffin boxes and water bottles, so I ate the mild morning meal hungrily. Enjoy the rice and vegetables and chutney and dal. Some days she would make a piping hot dosas, and I still remember I thick crispy structures and spicy powders smeared on them. जो डोसा बनाते थे उस पर क्रिस्पी जो स्ट्रक्चर होता था उसका, एंड जो उस पर पाउडर स्प्रेड करते थे वो बहुत पसंद था। उसकी मम्मी बनाती थी। द चिल्ड्रन ऑल वॉकेड टू स्कूल गैदर। आवर स्कूल वॉज अ रामेश्वरम एलिमेंट्री स्कूल। रामेश्वर एलिमेंट्री स्कूल था जहाँ पे ये सारे चिल्ड्रंस मिलके जाते थे, एंड द ओनली वन इन द टाउन। देन वी वॉकेड अलोंग द cobbled रोड्स टुगेदर, चैटिंग एंड प्लेइंग लिटल गेम्स। चैटिंग करते हुए और लिटल्स छोटी छोटी गेम खेलते हुए स्कूल जाते थे। वी हैड टू कैरी ओनली फ्यू बुक्स विथ अस एंड नो वन टुक स्कूल बैग्स। मतलब जो फ्यू बुक्स लेके जाते थे जो उनकी ज़रूरत की होती थी। द school building how had rows of a classroom and a small each other. From the first day we can to school and been friends ever since. He had I love it to chat, and so somehow we never run out of things to say to each other and do together. One day we decided we would build boats made of leaves and keep them ready in case it rained. Whenever we got a breakdown classes, we took up our pile of leaves and made little boats out of them. Imagine our joy when it actually rained that day. Our whole fleet of boats set sail on the many puddles. It I show an ant or some others insect. I carefully made sure it got a ride on my boat to safety. I don't know if I ants were any grateful for this unexpected joyride, but we were thrilled to see them clinging on the some finished left boats and sail away. Okay. Shiva Subramania Iyer taught me when I was 10 years old and in the fifth standards. He was a great teacher and all of us loved to attend his class and hear him. One day he was teaching now birds fly. He drew a diagram of a birds on the backboard depicting the wings, tail and the body structure. He explained it now birds create the lift and fly. He also explained it to us how they change direction while flying. For nearly 5 minutes he gave the lectures with various information such as the lift, drag and how birds fly in formation of 10, 20 or 30. At the end of the class he wanted to know whether we had understood what we had been teaching. I spoke up or said I had not understand. When I said this, he asked the other students whether they had understood or not. Many students then said that they too had not understand or response did not upset him at all. When we are scheduled to have our next class with him, he had a wonderful surprise. He said that he would take us to the seashore that evening. The whole class went to the seashores of रामेश्वरम. पूरा क्लास आप देख सकते हो, पूरा क्लास जो है वो seashores में जाता है, रामेश्वरम में समुद्र के किनारे. वी इंजॉय लुकिंग आउट ऑफ द रोरिंग वेव्स. जो रोरिंग वेव्स जो वेव्स आ रही हैं, लहरें आ रही हैं जो आवाज़ कर रही हैं. दहाड़ने की, जिस तरीके से वो सुनते हैं, वो देखते हैं। इन द स्काई देयर आर मैनी बर्ड्स फ्लाइंग अराउंड, और स्काई की तरफ देखते हैं कितने सारे बर्ड हैं जो फ्लाई कर रहे हैं। ही पॉइंटेड आउट द बर्ड्स दैट वी आर वेर फ्लाइंग informations of 10 or 20 numbers, and we observed the mangroves flight formation they made. He asked to watch how they looked when they were in flight, how they flapped their wings, किस तरीके से वो अपने पंखों से उड़ रहे हैं. He then told us to look at the tail and see how they use it to combinations of flapping wings and twisting the tail while flying. We noticed it closely and found that the birds very able to fly in the direction they wanted to by using both tails and wings. Okay, then they asked, so where is the engine in these birds? Do you know what the engine that powers is birds is? He explained that each bird is powered by its own life force, and the motivation of what it wants. In the space of 15 minutes, he explained the concept flight dynamic in birds, and we understood everything. He gave us a theoretical lesson coupled with a live particle example available in nature. This was a real teaching. For me that evening, I didn't not merely understand how a bird flies. It went much deeper. I felt as though the bird's flight entered into me and created a special feeling. Since that evening, I was sure that my future study had to be with a reference to flight systems. My teacher's teaching and the event that I witnessed that day decided my career's path. One evening after the class, so I asked him, "Sir, please tell me, how can I progress futures in learning all about flight?" He patently explained to me that I should completely my 8 standards years and then go to high school. After that, I should go to engineering college where I should be able to learn about flight. If I completely each step, I would be able to do something connected with flight science. The advice and the lesson that evening by the sheer source give me a goal and mission for my life. I spoke to my father about my dreams and ambitions, as a result, at the age of 15, decided to move to Scarborough High School in Ramnathpuram, saying goodbye to Rameswaram, and the familiar old streets was difficult, and I was a bit scared too of going away from this palace where everyone knew me and where I knew every corner and tree. I had never gone so far away from my family, and to leave me mother behind made me especially sad. She said tears and made boxes of food that would last me for a few days. Those police that I was found of went with me on my first trip outside Rameswaram. We left by the train. Jalaluddin and Shaududdin came along with me to help me settle down in the new palace. I remember waving goodbye everyone till they were little speaks in the distance. My eyes were threatening to water, but I had back the tears. I was a big boy now, and how could I cry for my mother in of everyone, but when whether once age to live away from your parents for the first time, however exciting, can also be bit frightening. My glimpse of my school was of a plaque that was nailed to its insurance that read, "Let's not the winged days be spent in vain." When once gone, no gold can buy them back. It meant that the best day of our lives were now, when we were learning, and we had to make the most of this time. Once gone, the time would run like sand between our fingers, and when we would never get it back again. The words not only filled me with hope and expectations, but also helped me put aside my home strictness and look forward to all the I would learn this school. आई वुड लर्न एट द स्कूल्स। तो ये पोएम को, ये स्टोरी को लिखने वाले थे। एंड एक्सपेक्ट फ्रॉम माई लाइफ इलस्ट्रेटेड ऑटोबायोग्राफिकल APJ अब्दुल कलाम, ये राइटर हैं इस स्टोरी के।